The long-awaited moment is finally here. We got our hands on an Alaskan king crab. You would not believe how hard it's been to get one of these, but we finally have it. King crabs are genuinely one of the most interesting ones out there. For one, they have spikes all over their body. So to ask if they have a defense mechanism is really pointless. Their legs, their claws, their face. If you grab this thing anywhere, you're almost guaranteed to bleed. The first line of defense being their shell is actually why their claws are practically vestigial. These claws do not hurt if you get pinched by them. As a matter of fact, they don't even have that pinching reflex that a lot of other crabs and lobsters do. See, he doesn't even care. I'll put my whole hand in there. Look, he's not pinching me. This claw, I don't know if I want to test it with. All right, yeah, we're not testing on that. Something else really cool about these things is that even though they're aquatic animals, they're able to live out of the water for a very long time. That's because they have gills, and just with the littlest bit of moisture, they're able to renew their oxygen, like completely breathing underwater practically. They usually last about 2 hours out of the water before their gills fail on them. Right after we bought this, we rushed it home. It's time to get to cooking. Now, the age-old problem on this channel, I don't have a pot big enough for the thing, but when have I ever? Something super funny is that every time I post an Alaskan king crab, people will comment and be like, that's not a king crab. The king crabs are maroon. The king crabs that are maroon are the Norwegian king crabs. It's from a completely different part of the world. This is an entirely different species. Something else really cool about these things is that they have little parasites all over them. I just don't think it would be right to eat the king crab and not eat the parasites. That's a parasite. Tastes like a mollusk of some sort, like a snail. Now, I personally don't believe these crustaceans feel pain for a multitude of reasons. You guys can come at me any way you want. If I'm a crab in my next life, I totally deserve it. One time I went to go euthanize a sea creature. When I went to go do it, I didn't know that this was like the densest sea creature that I've ever dealt with in my entire life. I went to go crack it and it like totally bent my knife. Yeah, that's from a slipper lobsters. Ah! I'm sorry. I need to be fast. Oh! I feel like I just got hit by a freaking water gun. That was wild. Can we get a replay on that? That was a lot of water in my mouth. People always think that crustaceans don't have blood. This is a common misconception. This is their blood. It's like this clear, gooey kind of substance. Can't even pick it up. I'm sure you guys see it. Simple solution when your crab does not fit in the pot. Just put them upside down. It still doesn't fit, okay? Code red, big issue. We got a problem. Ow, it's so freaking spiky everywhere. You guys see how much I'm sweating right now? Ow! So sharp, these freaking king crabs. That's a lot of blood. I have no shame in saying I have the lowest pain tolerance out of anyone I know. Okay, let's see, does it fit? I would argue that this fits. While we're waiting for the water to boil, it's so hot in that kitchen, there's no AC. So every time, life hack, I get a little bit of ice. You get into a nice shady area, put your feet in the water, hold this ice right here on your artery. I don't know if it's an artery or it's just like a main vein or what it is. Whatever it is, it pumps blood throughout the rest of your body. So if you put ice on it, your body is gonna cool down a lot faster. Very helpful. It's the only way I don't sweat throughout my entire video is taking these breaks in between filming. Now that the water is boiling, we have the perfect atmosphere to cook this Alaskan king crab. Most exciting part about these guys is that they turn a very like vivid bright orange after you cook them. Moment of truth, did we put enough water in the pot is the real question. You're only putting these king crab legs in the boiling water for 6 to 10 minutes. And usually when you're cooking a king crab, it'll start to emit this like odor, and that's how you know it's cooked. Okay, all the legs fit, but now it's the moment of truth. Honestly, bro, this is pretty solid. The water has filled the carapace. This bottom part we don't eat. We eat the green stuff at the top of his head. I feel confident about the way that this is packed in this pot. You guys see it? Oh, Nick, how's your skin always so clear? So this is purely a shot of king crab blood. It's not bad. It tastes like the ocean, honestly, but definitely not like salt water. Like there's a little bit more consistency. It tastes like cum, okay? That's what it tastes like. I just moved the cutting board and apparently this is where all the crab blood went. This is so interesting. All right, I gotta clean this, it's kind of gross. Once your king crab is fully boiled, it's been about 6 to 10 minutes in here, this hot. All there is to do now is take it out of the pot. Start off with the head. She's a little wet, it's all good. Now this is my favorite part about cooking every king crab is designing a little fortress around its head before I eat it. Look at that. Isn't that just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life? Now, a lot of people wonder, Nick, why do they call it a king crab? What is so great about this thing? I'm gonna show you why. It's the best tasting crab on the planet, but that is not the reason. The real reason, that is why they call it a king crab, my best friends. Look at this. Someone else taste this. I can't be the only one.
So delicious.
Oh, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm really full. You want to tag in, bro? If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like it, drop a comment. I'm reading your guys' comments every video and catering the content to whatever you guys say you want to see. Gerson, how many people commented about the king crab?
Thousands.
1,000. Here we are, king crab. Let me know what you guys want me to do next. I'm thinking 3 king crabs at once. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe YouTube isn't ready for it, okay? Are you guys? I don't know. Either way, subscribe if you want to see it.